Hello, hello everyone. Very good morning to all of you. Welcome to the Officers Adda 24/7, the special session of your BRBL subject in the English medium language. Myself, Nikita Singh, I'm your legal mentor. The BRBL subject is one of the easiest subject among the CIB subjects. Okay, that is CIB compulsory subject. So if you want to crack your BRBL subject in the single and a first attempt, so you only have to do the revision of the paid batch, the question that I have given you, the mock paper, and daily you have to attend the YT session. So these are the key to crack your BRBL exam in the single and a first attempt. I hope so. Oh, you all are fine. Pavan sir, Anita ma'am, how are you? I hope so. You all are very much fine. So again, we are doing the important acts. We are doing the summary of the act and their important session. Okay, so that's why this is very important from the examination point of view. Let's start with the session, summary of the act and exam oriented questions. Okay, summary means that is the conclusion of the act that we have already read in the paid batch, and we are doing the exam oriented questions. Now, so today we are going to start the Prevention of Money Laundering Act. What exactly this act want to say that? You know, the people who do not, pay the tax, who are criminals, politicians, some politicians, they just collect money. So the collection of money is nothing, but this is the black money that they collect, and they just want it to convert into the white money. So the Prevention of Money Laundering Act is basically, it is enacted to prevent the money laundering. This is very important thing. It is enacted to prevent the money laundering. In 2012 amendment, the definition of money laundering was enlarged by including the activity such as concealment. Concealment means to hide something. Acquisition, possession, or use of proceed of crime as a criminal activity. The act also provides the rigorous imprisonment for the offense of money laundering. Done. Certain obligation have been cast on the banking company. What is obligation? That is the duty. So certain obligation is there for the banking companies, for financial institution and intermediary, to maintain the record of transaction and identity of the client, that how much money they have to be put in the record. So everything they have to keep it in the record, in the recorded form. This is important. The director appointed by central government has right to, the director, again important, that is appointed by the central government has right to call for record and impose penalty if she is find that banking company has failed to comply the requirement of the act. So again, this is very important. The act is made in 2002. It doesn't mean that we cannot change the provision. We can change the provision. As you can see that in 2012, the provision has been changed. The provision has been changed. Okay, now let's start this one. Central government has, in consultation with RBI, framed the rule called prevention of maintenance. Okay, so it means central government in consultation with the Reserve Bank of India. So you can say that in the Prevention of Money Laundering Act, there are two main authority, the central government and the Reserve Bank of India. Okay, frame the rules called prevention of, yeah, this is very important because in this session class we have read the, what we have read, the prevention of money laundering, maintenance of record of nature and value of transaction, the procedure, etc. It means the 2004 rules we have read in this session. Because in LRAB, I think you remember, we have just learned the stages of money laundering right now. But in this session class, we are going to understand the rules that is made in the Prevention of Money Laundering Act. The rules prescribe what record are to be maintained, retention of record, verification of identity of client, furnishing information in respect of the transaction to the director, and through the statute imposes stringent punishment to minimize the money laundering. In this, paragraph, that is not important from the examination point of view. That's it. But you have to understand that the central government and Reserve Bank of India have the authority regarding make any rules and regulations for them. Okay, that's it. So I think this is all for this one. And the one more thing that I want to highlight in this session, that no definition of money laundering is there in this act. This is important. No definition of money laundering is there in this act. Then what is given? What is given? Basically, offense of money laundering definition is given, but the exact word money laundering is not given. This is very important. Okay, the exact definition of the term money laundering is not given in this slide. So class, this is all about your Prevention of Money Laundering Act. That is the summarize. Okay, so in the session also we have just read the rules of your Money Laundering Act. Okay, now let's start with the question and answer session. Okay, number one question on the screen. The Prevention of Money Laundering Act does not apply to the banking transaction. Good morning, Virender sir. Exactly. Yes, class, the prevention of money laundering does not apply to the banking transaction. Good morning, Virender sir. Good morning, Gopal sir. The banking, Baba, they have to keep it in a record form. They have to maintain the transaction. So you are saying does not apply. This is false. Absolutely, this statement is false. Excellent, class. Good. Okay, the next question. The term money laundering has been defined in the Prevention of Money Laundering Act 2002. And guys, do not forget to like and subscribe the channel. Excellent. Samrina ma'am, Nabharat sir, Virendra sir, superb. Money laundering has been defined in the Prevention of Money Laundering. Right now we have discussed the statement is totally false. Okay. Directors under the Act is appointed by the Reserve Bank of India. I think in this one we have done. See, in this paragraph, director appointed by central government has right to call for record and impose penalty if she find that the banking company has failed to comply the requirement. So this is again important, that is asked in the question. Director appointed by whom? Yes, class. Third one, I have just highlighted the word. So for the third one, that is false because that is appointed by the central government. That's it. Okay. Record of transactions specified under the Act is to be maintained for 5 years. What is DGFT? Where it is DGFT? DGFT. Directorate General of Foreign Trade. You want to say that, S. Kumar sir? Directorate General of Foreign Trade. It is a position. Fourth one you are saying false. Record of transaction specified is to be maintained for 5 years. Why someone saying is false? Just tell me the reason behind it. Nabharat sir, Sujita ma'am and Gopal sir, you are saying that we record of transaction specified is to maintain for 5 years. This is false statement. Why? Fourth one, why it is false? Tell me the reason, class, why it is false. Yes, why it is false? Fourth one, record of transaction specified under the act is to be maintained at least for 5 years. This is absolutely true statement. This is absolutely true statement. Sujita ma'am, don't think. At least 5 years they have to be maintained. Okay. RBI and SBI can prescribe the nature of record to be maintained by the banking company. RBI and SEBI can prescribe the nature of record to be maintained by the banking company. First one. Yes, class, RBI and SEBI can prescribe the nature of record to be maintained by the banking company. That is true or false? Actually, you have not, I think, revised the syllabus. You people have not revised the syllabus. That's why you are giving the wrong answer. Huh? I have already highlighted the things regarding this one. I have already highlighted. Only Pawan sir have given me the right answer. This is the true statement, class. This is true statement. RBI and SEBI can also prescribe the nature of record. SEBI is not giving the direction to these things. No, only giving the nature of record to be maintained by the banking company. This is true statement. Just learn this statement. At least by question you can also learn so many things. So that's why I always used to say follow the session. Follow the session sincerely. So class, for the fifth one, the statement is true. Fifth one, the statement is true. Is that clear? Okay. Now, document to be verified depend upon the types of client. Documents to be verified, it's depend upon the type of client. That is true or false. Sixth one. Tell me. Just learn the things that is new for you. Yes, class. The documents to be verified, it's depend upon the nature of client, whether it is the foreign person, Indian person, whether it is the Pardanasheen woman, na Pardanasheen woman, whether the per the per whether the person, client is the this one, company, whether it is partnership firm. So the document is to be verified upon, depend upon the this one, right now. So answer is absolutely true, sir and ma'am. Okay, because we have already done the types of client in the act. Okay, now next question is, bank is not required to inquire the financial status of the client. At least 7 to 8 questions, 7 to 10 questions daily we are doing. So I think if you just calculate it now, so in this session, morning session, we will at least complete 1000 plus question in this summary of the act. 1000 plus questions we will do after finishing this session. So seventh is absolutely false. The bank is not required. The bank is required to inquire the financial status of the client. Okay, now all cash transaction of the value more than 10 lakh or equivalents. What is this? More than 10 lakh or 10 lakh or its equivalent in foreign currency is covered by this act. More than 10 lakh. Yes, class. More than 10 lakh is there. More than 10 lakh or exact 10 lakh? A very good question. It's a complete revision package of Prevention of Money Laundering Act. Complete. 10 lakh or more. See, I'm giving you the option. 10 lakh or more. More than 10 lakh. What? Anita ma'am, good answer. When I just teach you this prevention of money laundering, na, I just highlighted this word, guys, highlighted. Virendra sir, wow, it is true statement. More than 10 lakh, I have just highlighted this word that no need to remember 10 lakh and more. This statement is absolutely true. That is more than 10 lakh or its equivalent in foreign currency. 8 is absolutely the right answer. Exactly. Gopal sir, no. Anita ma'am, no. It is not 10 lakh. It is more than 10 lakh. That's why I have just highlighted this word. So class, this is important. Okay. And this is important. So please remember this formula. It is more than. Excellent, sir and ma'am. So I think the concept of your Prevention of Money Laundering Act is complete. So now we will meet you tomorrow, same timing, 8 a.m. And my target is to complete this session in this month only, or it will take some 1 week of your May also. Okay, class. So that's all for today's class. So again, this is your selection batch. My subject is going to be start from 28th of this one, April. The timing of bilingual language will be 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. and the evening session will be 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. This is your English medium batch of BRBL subject and this is the bilingual batch of your BRBL subject. Okay. So that's all for today's class. And if you want, no ma'am, I also want to take the revision batch or case study batch that will make for the CAIIB exam. So you have to enroll in the CAIIB Ka Maha Pack. Right now 81% discount is going on. So apply this coupon code Y391 for the maximum discount up to 81%. Thank you so much for attending this session. Thank you so much, class. Okay. So if you want to enroll in this batch, what you have to do, first of all, open the site that is Adda 24/7. Okay, when you open it, click on all courses, JIB CAIIB, JIB CAIIB ka Mahapack. In Mahapack, you can see that DV is going on, double validity. It means if you enroll in the CAIIB ka Mahapack, you will get the validity up to 1 year. So apply the coupon code Y391 only. Okay, apply and this see. 6,999 is the exact price of CAIIB Mahapack. You will get all the recorded session of the elective paper, mock paper, paid classes of each course. Okay, and June session also and December session also it will cover. Thank you so much.